Well, on behalf of the organisers, sponsors and participants of the 2023 Turbo Touch Secondary School Nationals, it is my pleasure to welcome you to this broadcast. Now, many of you might not have the opportunity to attend the game in person, so today we hope to bring you all the action as it unfolds in real time. So just take your seats and join us for the action-packed game that we have today. And I'm joined here today with Jen Tefore on my left-hand side. Jen, it's a pleasure to meet you. How are you today?
Oh, good, thank you, Joe. Excited to be here. Keen to watch this game coming up. It's Battle of the South Waikato, Tokoroa and Forest View.
Now, being from Wellington, I'm going to need your help in terms of just logistically where these teams are based. But also, aside from that, one of the key factors that I'm wanting to get some outside input as well is what your perspectives are in terms of secondary school touch turbo, some of the things that we see out there in regards to gameplay. I suppose that's why we're here, right?
And this is a great game for that perspective as well. So both teams are based out of Tokoroa, Forest View High School and Tokoroa High School. Tokoroa's been coming for a long time, pretty much since the start of Turbo Touch Secondary School Nationals. They just recently ran a little mini tournament out of Tokoroa High School for their region. And so, yeah, they'll be a bit of a force to be reckoned with today, especially against Forest View. They're old rivals, I'm sure.
And would you place your bets on any particular team for this game?
I mean, my money's going to go on Tokoroa at this stage just because of their knowledge and experience, but I know how much talent comes out of Forest View, so I wouldn't underestimate them at all.
So here we have it, folks. The buzzer's already gone off. It's Tokoroa versus
Forest View.
Forest View. And the pressure is really on at the beginning of the game to try and clear that ball out as quickly as possible. The first seconds are very crucial. You've got to get it down to the other end of the court. Otherwise, what happens is a quick turnover and an easy possible touchdown for the oncoming team.
And what you don't want to do is get caught down your end and have everyone bunched in. You need to open that court up, allow room for the players to run through. It's why it's so good cross-code with basketball, netball. You know, those sports really link well in with Turbo Touch because they understand how to read the space.
Just as the ball is coming down towards the end of the court, I'm really looking forward to this particular game because I know personally that this is going to be well managed by our lead referee is Dion. Dion has been refereeing this game as well as the outdoor version for many, many years. He knows what he's doing. One of the key emphasis that the top-end referees place their focus on is just ensuring that the person tapping the ball has the luxury to be able to do so without any kind of hindrance from a premature defender approaching and just putting too much pressure on that first pass. So, yeah, we're in good hands today, folks. As the ball comes down towards the other end, it's touch number 1 there.
So Tokoroa are doing really well at the moment, applying quite a bit of pressure on defence. Then they're marking the space quite well, and Forest View is finding it difficult to get down to their end of the court. But here we go. Ball to ground.
I think as soon as the teams are aware, I think it's going to take maybe a couple of minutes, but I think as soon as they're aware that offensively they've been given the luxury of time, I think we're going to start seeing a lot less errors. Which is something that I'm looking forward to, and just watching those the score tally zoom up.
That was a really good touchdown by Tokoroa. They opened the space. There was no defenders in their way. They just went straight through and scored. 1-0 to Tokoroa.
Tokoroa with ball in hand. Touch number 1 is the call from the referee. We're heading to the outside for a possible touchdown. Referee likes what he sees. Scoring at will. Tokoroa, once again, I think we're going 2-0. Just watch the pass here, Jen. 1-2, very confident. These young people, I'm amazed at the capability of some of the young people that are playing this game. Not just because they've been playing this game for a long time, but you've got some new players on the team as well. And just the level of confidence that they have to come out and participate at a national level, I'm really impressed.
And just their body positioning and their understanding of where to be when they catch the ball to get that ball down as quick as possible.
The momentum starting to head more in Tokoroa's favour at the moment as we go to 3-0 with 11 minutes to go. Referee calling for a tap ball. Tokoroa setting up here in the back half of the court. Referee's noticed something he's not liking and he's turned the ball over. In fact, we'll figure that out later on, but the ball's been handed over.
Oh, that's an intercept, so we go back to touch 0 and straight through. So on an intercept play, you can score straight away. You don't need to worry about passing twice, and that's exactly what Tokoroa just did.
Yeah, that's right. And just as an add-on to that rule, if there is an intercept and the new attacker decides to pass the ball off, the next touch will be touch count 1.
Momentum is definitely all with Tokoroa at this stage. Forest View are really struggling just to gather any cohesion, but let's hope that they can pick that up in the next 10 minutes.
Tokoroa with their defence standing tall. The action's still just warming up here, 10 minutes to go. We've only just started. Forest View with ball in hand. We've got a 0 count, searching, probing, but unfortunately cannot find the end to the result that they're after.
It looks like this Forest View side is quite a young side as well. Looks like there's quite a few young players in there, so they'll definitely be a team to watch in the future, especially if they get to play Tokoroa more regularly.
Yeah, speaking of inches, Tokoroa not given any inches in terms of their height as well. I mean, look at the size difference. It's very noticeable as we go to 5-0. 9 minutes past, 9 minutes to go. As we watch the replay here, it's a nice, just quick, easy, downtown pass to dotted in the corner. Forest View still looking for their first touchdown.
So both these Kura actually have a long history involved with touch and turbo touch, particularly in touch. When I was coming through, Tokoroa were definitely one of the strongest touch Kura in that space, and they're rebuilding. They've got some great teachers down there passionate about growing touch and turbo touch, and yeah, they're doing some awesome things. So it's awesome to see them travel all the way up to Tamaki Makaurau to play today and get the experience.
That's really interesting that the calibre coming from Tokoroa seems to be quite high, given the fact that they're only a very small community. I mean, what's the population there, give or take?
Maybe 20,000? Sorry if I get that wrong, Whānau. That's a guess, but yeah, it's a small community, but they punch above their weight for sure.
Tokoroa's definitely come here for a purpose, and they're not giving an inch to the other team as well, and that's very wise leading up to the finals. What you want to do if you are a coach of a turbo touch team is to just let the play develop quickly within the first kind of like 10 minutes. Like let the players, sorry, not the play develop quickly, but let the players run the first 10 minutes really quick and try and run the opposition out of fuel.
That was a really good play by Forest View there. The ball just could not go to hand, but if it did, they would have scored. They would have been in there.
Tokoroa ball in hand, number 2 with the ball, hunting for their 6th touchdown. Showing what they're made of. Just really classy stuff there. Nice give and go, making it look too easy.
The girls are definitely involved in there too. They're not shy. They're getting in it. They're scoring tries. The boys are giving them the ball. It's awesome to see.
Yeah, that's right. Off the ball play from the girls is really crucial. As we get towards, as we head towards the finals, I think we'll start to see a lot more from the girls demanding the pass to be accredited to them. But that means for the girls, if they don't have the ball, they have to work themselves into that position and not just demand it where they're standing. They have to work their way towards a position where the defender is not present and try and evade them.
Right. And these Tokoroa girls definitely are not afraid to do either of those things.
Long ball attempt there.
I think the spatial awareness from Tokoroa is really good too. They're spreading the court, they've got options on all sides, and that's pretty much the difference at this moment. And that's just experience. Turbo's not an easy game to learn when you're kind of first beginning, and the more you play it, the more you start to understand where you need to be on the court.
Yeah, this is going to be one of the biggest games that Forest View will play today. Tokoroa are looking quite good for the semis, at least from what I can see here. They're just very calm, cool and collected, very observant in terms of like what's happening, and they're very aware of what the rules are. Look here, a quick transition, or an attempt anyway. They're very aware of what the rules are, so they're able to transition when it's available very quickly.
Yeah, good pressure on defence, no space for Forest View to get through. They know how to get in front of the player to stop the pass. Very, very smart team, very clinical.
Off the ball, number 4 trying to evade his player successfully, went back court with it. Looking for the touchdown with number 12. Great touchdown there. Takes it to 7-0. As we look on the replay there, it was just a quick give to the playmaker. Nice pass between 2 players with an easy dot down. And we've still got plenty of time too, Jen, for more touchdowns. I mean, there's only 5 minutes to go, but I mean, a lot can happen in 5 minutes.
That is definitely a lot of time in a turbo touch game, and you don't realise how fast they're moving on court either. It's, they're not stopping, there's a lot of short, sharp movements. It's a game that tires you out very quickly.
Yeah, good pressure. That's the kind of pressure that we want to see from Forest View. You just got to be relentless, especially on that first and second pass, to force the errors. Once you give them a bit of space, as we've seen previously, the playmakers especially are able to connect with their end players.
Yeah, and I think the thing that if Forest View can figure out how to run into space, how to draw and pass on the defender to get those quick breaks, they'll be all over this. And that's what today is all about. It's about teams and kids like this getting experience, learning how to play the game, and then coming back next year and being that little bit stronger.
It's all Tokoroa at the moment, a well-oiled machine. A lot of the calls going in the favour of Tokoroa as well, but fairly so. I mean, they're just nice and clean, know what they're doing, everybody has their positions, and they're demanding nothing but the best of each other.
Yeah, one of the coolest things about this tournament is that we're starting to see schools come from all over the rohe. There's a kura here today from Tikawiti, Te Wharekura or Maniapoto. This is their first time coming to an event like this. Turbo Touch is actually a project that they've put a focus on for their kids. There's less than 200 students at that kura and one passionate teacher that's basically creating these opportunities for them to come and grow and learn. So it's awesome to see kura like that coming up, having the opportunity to play some of these bigger schools and getting excited about Turbo Touch.
Yeah, that's really awesome. The strength of Turbo Touch is that it's such a basic game. Anyone can play it, anyone can ref it. And on top of that, anyone can play it well and can ref it really well. And one of the things that I've been talking about with our referees, once I've got my referee hat on, is that it doesn't take much for a new referee to dominate the sport. I remember a couple of, maybe about, okay, I'm starting to show my age now, Jen. It was actually 6 years ago, oh my gosh. I've already started this story, so I'm going to continue. 6 years ago, there was a young chap, his name was Caslow, and when he first entered the scene with his rugby league background, he just dominated the referee sector. He knew exactly what he wanted from the players, and because the rules were so easy, it was more a game to him about managing players' expectations around the rules, as opposed to managing the rules themselves.
Karawe, that sounds awesome. We need more young referees like that coming through. can't have a game without our referees.
As we start to close out in the last 1 minute and 30 seconds to go, we see here that Tokoroa is quite relaxed now. They know what the result is going to be at the end of this. But however, in saying that, well, I just missed that flick-on pass, that flick backwards pass. That was pretty cool. And that's one of the things that I wanted to emphasise is when you've got such a great lead like that, you want to start bringing out some of your other plays that you've been practicing. I've noticed that teams nowadays are starting to use set plays, particularly at the start of the game after a touchdown. I think this is a great opportunity for Tokoroa to do that. I don't think they'll be too worried about any other teams observing them, trying to see what they could do to get an advantage over them. From what I can see here, Jen, this is an atmosphere as opposed to a tournament. The kids here, from what I can see, is that when they're off the court, they're just hanging out. It's not really about competing in the sense that they're wanting to like really own their section. I'm having a look around and I can see them just scattered around everywhere and they're all just hanging out. It's great.
Yeah, it is awesome. And, you know, I know a team that came out from Hamilton today, they're pumped. It's a good way to socialise and hang out with your mates and have some fun while you're doing it.
Well, folks, it's 10-0 Tokoroa, as you did guess, and good on you. Did we shake on that bet?
No, but I'll hit you up later for my my koha.
Well, folks, just to close it out, it's been a pleasure bringing this broadcast to you here. We're having lots of fun here at the 2023 Turbo Touch Secondary School Nationals. We're in Trust Arena in Auckland. If you happen to be in the vicinity, come on down. It's a great atmosphere, great time. We'll see you here soon.
Ka kite whānau.
I wanted to take a moment to express my gratitude for the incredible support you provided me with recently.
So I just want to say thank you for allowing me to go up north and go to our first Nationals tournament. For a lot of us, it was our first national tournament together.
Also, with like your funding that helped us get up there, it's helping like people who might not have been to places they were to do or last year Wellington.
Losing or winning doesn't even matter. We're just grateful that we got to go. So yeah, just on behalf of the people that are a bit too shy to speak right now, just thank you.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
This isn't about long-distance calling, technology, or living overseas.
Do I have one more bid? Thank you. We're going to go once. We're going twice. And we are sold to the Kiwi phone bidder from Manchester.
It's about Bailey's finding buyers that others can't.
No time to fluff around today? No worries. Just swing into Caltex and pay for fuel with Pay and App to speed on through. Ooh, yeah. Feels good. Use it at your local participating Caltex.